Hello and welcome to I Am Divine Tarot. Today we are doing your pick a card reading. These will be messages from your soulmate, twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine, divine counterpart, or somebody that you are having a soul connection with at this moment. We've got 3 crystals and 3 piles. These will be messages that they want you to know that maybe they can't give to you. You haven't been able to communicate, or perhaps this is something that's just very difficult for them to deal with at the moment. So if you'd like to go ahead and see what messages you'd like to have from them today, we have got to choose from a citrine crystal. That's pile number 1. Then we've got the red jasper, which is pile number 2. And then we've got the rose quartz, and that's on pile number 3. Give you a moment while you take a breath, clear your mind, and choose your crystal. Okay, so those of you who chose crystal number 1, which is citrine, let's see what messages your soulmate has for you today. So the first card out, we have the Page of Pentacles. In this deck, it's the Princess of Pentacles. This looks to me like somebody who is mulling over an apology. They're looking at the pentacles just there. There's a feather in their hand, and they'd like to reach out, but they're not quite sure how to do it just yet. So let's see what else we've got. We've got the 8 of Cups. Maybe that's why there's an indecision on how to reach out. Somebody's walked away from something or someone that's not been serving them. Perhaps this was you that walked away from them and it's made them sad and sorrowful, or perhaps they had to walk away from you, or I'm getting from this picture that perhaps you sent them away. Maybe something was cracking off in your relationship that, you know, they wasn't being honest with you, sincere. And I think perhaps you said, no, let's call it a day. So the 8 of Cups is very prominent right here. It looks to me like that man was sent off, sent away. So the next card we have is the 2 of Pentacles. Now this card speaks about financial fluctuations, fortunes. It does talk about money. So perhaps this person over here was having to deal with the money. There was juggling the money. But also in the Rider-Waite Tarot, this is also seen as the juggler. People do say that this is somebody perhaps that's been juggling 2 people. So as you can see on this particular seesaw they are sat on, they are very grounded because it looks like they're in some kind of walnut shell just there. But there's one man and one woman, a boy and a girl, and one each has got a pentacle. So perhaps they had a commitment elsewhere and they had to go back and finish this karmic cycle by the look of it. So the next card we have is the 10 of Pentacles. So this is a beautiful card. This talks about commitment. This talks about loyalty. And it's also abundance. I mean, this is the cherry on the cake, really. If you're looking for a relationship with this person, this is exactly what they've been thinking about or planning or trying to do. But as you can see over here, they're working on this message. They want to come back and make a commitment to you, but perhaps at the moment they're just having difficulty on, they're not quite sure on how to bring this message. Let's take an angel, a romance angel card as well. See if there's anything else to go with this message from the citrine crystal. Reading number 1, please. Any information from the romance angels to go along with this reading? Yeah. So your soulmate at the moment is telling you to pay attention to the red flags. Now why might this be? They might be committed somewhere else, and perhaps you walked away and their children, they're going to try and come back, and perhaps they are still committed elsewhere. I mean, I wouldn't like to say that, but I do have to, I do have to point that out here. There is the Juggler's card, but there's also an apology. Somebody wants to apologise, perhaps from walking away when he could have made a commitment to you. But the red flags is probably saying that maybe he doesn't know how to approach, and just make sure this offer when it comes in is sincere. I'm going to take one more from the Wisdom Oracle. Yes, that's exactly why. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. There's a picture of just a big clock there with a balloon on it, look, and someone's trying to grasp it. It's like they're trying to hold on to it and say, no, stay, stay. But this clock is flying off. This is you, isn't it? Divine Feminine. This is you saying, come on, time's up, you know. I've waited. So, that was your message for number 1. Let me know what actually happens. That'd be great to know. Is it a reconciliation with an apology? Or is it somebody that's going to come along and, are they maybe not have your best interests at heart at the moment, so just keep that in mind. So, Red Jasper, number 2. See what we have here. Okay. First card we have is the Knight of Swords. Forgive me, Knight of Swords. The second card we have is the Seven of Swords. This is someone steaming in with some information, perhaps about some lying in the past. Perhaps your soulmate wants to tell you that about something that happened in the past. Maybe there was a 3-party situation. There was lying, sneaking away, cheating, stealing maybe. But this guy over here, on this knight on this black, beautiful black horse, is just about to come steaming out of that castle to come and bring a message. These messages can be harsh with the Knight of Swords. He's not the Knight of Cups, but he wants to bring a message all the same. Let's see what else we have. We've got the Knight of Pentacles next. So the Knight of Pentacles is the steady, certain, grounded offer. But he's the slowest moving mofo in the deck. You know when you see this guy that whatever's coming, it's painstakingly slow. So whoever's watching this right now, you've probably been waiting for this for quite a long time. I mean, if they're coming in to give you some truth, I think you've been waiting for that for a while. But this also could be another apology with this Knight of Pentacles just here following this Knight of Swords. He's bringing information. He's bringing a slow, steady offer. So maybe he's come to say, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for how I've treated you in the past. And let's see. So the next card we've got is the Ten of Cups. So he obviously wants to make an offer that is steady, that is committed, that is certain, that hopefully leads to the Ten of Cups, which is beautiful. Very nice, really nice message. And yeah, of course, because this man is the King of Cups. The King of Pentacles. Wealthy. He's a boss. He knows his mind. He's got his eyes set on what his goal is. He's looking across here. So he's looking at all the other pictures, and if you'd like to see just there, look, he's looking straight at the Ten of Cups. Because he wants his happy home with you. The ultimate wish fulfillment. Cats, dogs, kids, happy home that's solid, stable and committed. So whoever picked number 2, congratulations. It looks like you've got apologies coming and somebody's going to maybe make a proposal. I'll go with the Wisdom of the Oracle first. I'll get you a card from here and see what other messages we have for reading number 2, the Red Jasper. Not for you. That's interesting. So perhaps you might say, actually, it's not for you. Or maybe you thought, because of all the lying and cheating and deception that went on in the past, that it wasn't for you, and maybe in fact it actually is, because he's changed. You know, he's grown up, he's seen the error of his ways, he's coming from a knight and he's turned into a king. And then ultimately just there is the Ten of Cups. So I'll take one more from the Romance Angels, see what they have to say. You will have to let me know in the description box below if any of these readings resonate with you. See any outcome. Oh, there we go. Wedding. Would you believe it? Wow. You thought it wasn't for you, and in actual fact, this situation involves marriage. So perhaps, I mean, I wouldn't like to say it, you could be dealing with a married man, but it looks to me like you might have somebody wanting to come in and say, look, let's get wed. So let me know. If that's the case, congratulations, pile number 2. So, with that, I'll move along to the last pile, pile number 3. Thank you for watching, everybody, so far. And if you are liking this reading, you would like to, please do like, share and subscribe. Obviously put us a comment in the bottom down below and let me know how this reading resonated for you. You are watching I Am Divine Tarot. You can order a reading at iamdivinetarot@gmail.com. You would have to, if you look in the description box below, there will be information down there on how you can get a personal reading. If you send me the payment through PayPal first and then send me an email, I will get your reading to you within 5 to 7 business days. I do also take exchanges of energy donations, and I do take them very gratefully. Thank you very much. It's very generous of you, and you can get again down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and go on to pile number 3. The first card out, we have the King of Cups. So he's a very loving, charming, and quite a happy soul, this one. Could be a water sign. The King of Cups perhaps wants to bring you a message. In the traditional deck, this is the 8 of Wands. This is the arrows of love, but this guy has got, as you can see, sending out his messenger bird. So what message does he want to bring to you? Perhaps he's had some awakening. Maybe this soulmate and this message has come to tell you that I wasn't using my intuition before, and now I know how much I love you. I need to come and tell you. Let's see. I've got the Hangman next. So somebody's been taking a long time out. They've been thinking about it. They've been thinking about it that long that this dude's legs are frozen. Look. You see that? There's that butt. While he's been here, thinking and thinking and thinking. Look what's growing just there. From the divine light that shines on. The Devil. I do like this card though. These pair have been through a bit. Look at this. They are both absolutely scarred, torn. But there's a lot of passion in this card. And this could be a Capricorn. So that's an earth sign. I've got earth, fire, water, Pisces. So the Devil talks about addictions, karma, passion, a lot of sex. Is this how they're feeling towards you? Do they feel like they're addicted to you, or they're very passionate towards you? Or have they been involved in a karmic situation that they've been trying to get out of? I mean, this is messages from your soulmate, because this soulmate wants to tell you all about it and bring balance back. Isn't that beautiful? This is actually about exchanging gifts. You see the 6 Pentacles just there? In traditional decks, there's normally giving to one and not the other. So it could denote that this person's had his attention elsewhere. But also right now, the only place he's focused is right here, look. And he's giving his attention. And he's exchanging gifts. So perhaps he wants to come in with an apology about some addictive behaviour he's had in the past that's kept him stuck. not using his intuition, on realising that perhaps this is actually more of a divine connection than he realised, because now he wants to bring the communication, perhaps how much he loves you, and that maybe he's getting a little bit more steady in his emotions. So I'll take one card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And this one says to be fair. So the message to be fair from Wisdom of the Oracle is that when this person comes back to you, open your heart. Go back into your heart space. Remember that you're divinely connected. And make sure that when you're listening, you're taking it all in. Use your discernment, of course, but be fair. Be fair with this person. Perhaps they're coming back to be fair with you because they haven't been fair in the past. And now is the time for that to balance the scales. So we're just going to take a Romance Angels card. Sorry about that. Wrap this up and see where it goes. Quite like this reading. Romance card, please. For the Rose Quartz reading number 3. Thank you. Retreat. Yeah, I think this one's going to come back to you and say, I want to take you away somewhere so we can have a talk. Disconnect from the world. Just be with each other and perhaps get to know each other again. It's beautiful. Congratulations, number 3. Again, leave us a comment in the box below. Let us know if any of this has actually resonated with you. As far as signs go, we've got earth signs, we've got fire signs, and we've got water signs. There isn't any air. So yeah, let me know how these readings play out for you. That's messages from your soulmate. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a reading, you can check in the description box below. Please send me a payment to PayPal first, and then send your email, and you will get your reading within 5 to 7 working days. Please do bear in mind that all these readings on here on YouTube are general, so they don't resonate with everybody. So I hope you've taken what resonated with you and left the rest. If you do like these readings, please comment in the box below and tell me what you enjoyed about them. Thanks very much.